Hi everybody, my name is Mia. I'm working with Sevo Health as a nutritionist and exercise coach. Today I'm going to talk about posture, what's bad posture and what's good posture. So if you ever find that you have even a bit of headache, a sore neck, a sore back, it could potentially be because you have bad posture and it's affecting your body. So basically a bad posture is where your head is slightly moved forward like this. So that means that your back muscles become long and they become quite strained. I'll just show you now. So your back muscles become strained from actually holding your head in this position here. So one of the easiest way to actually correct your posture is just pushing your chin in so that your head actually becomes over your spine, so your spine is carrying the weight of your head and not hanging in your muscles here. Another thing that you can do to correct your posture is make sure that your chest is loose, so you don't have a tight chest that pulls your shoulder forward. So stretches for your chest, and also strengthening your back. So if you can see how my back, if my chest is very tight, my muscles are being pulled forward. And what you need to do is open up, so strengthening these muscles here that will pull your chest back, which is going to allow you to breathe and is going to allow you to rest in your shoulders and improve your posture. Another thing to improve your posture is to strengthening your core. So the whole of your core set here, as you know, there's no bones here, so you really need to strengthen your core to keep the upper body upright. And another one to make sure is that your hip flexor is long and not too short, which is quite often happens when you're sitting down for an extended period of time. Your hip becomes short, so stretching your hip flexor and making sure that your hamstrings are loose as well. So I'm going to show you a few simple exercises in terms of strengthening your upper back first of all. So to check your posture, what you can do is you can just stand here at a blank wall like this. What you do is you just step forward slightly and come into the wall here. Slide slowly down here. You don't need to come down into a complete wall sit. Just come in so you lean back into the wall here. Try and close the gap off. So what you want to check for is that your upper back actually rests into the wall here, that is not pushed forward when you have the whole of your shoulder blades in the wall. So it should be pushed back. Quite often actually people have a little bit of bad posture here. The head actually comes forward like this, and then they'll have to tilt their head back to actually get the back of your head into the wall. So basically what you need to do is what you did before, pulling your chin in and then making sure the back of your head is flat against the wall, your shoulders are flat against the wall. Come down slightly to make sure there's no gap here. Then you try and form a big Y here with your arms. Make sure that your arms are in contact with the wall, your shoulder blades are in the wall, and your upper back. So what you do now here is slide down to form a W here. Make sure that the whole of your body is in contact with the wall the whole time. And repeat this 8 to 10 times depending on the time you have available. And this will actually completely correct your posture here. Another thing you can do, if you feel that you're advanced a little bit from this experience, you can do it out in the open as well. This allows you to open up your chest slightly here, so you come into your Y here. What you do is you slightly slide your arms down to form a W here. While you're doing this, you can feel how your chest is opening up as you don't squeeze your shoulder blades completely together here, but just activate so that your shoulder blades work slightly in towards your spine here. So from this position here, you come on down to the L position here, open up and turn your thumbs out to the back. So think that there's somebody pulling in your thumbs here, slightly back here, so you get an even more open chest and you activate your upper back here. And the last one here is your T position here, so you come up, open, and take a deep breath here and feel how your back is strengthening here. The string is still pulling in your head here, your chin is back, and that's a really good way of exercising your core. So basically it's Y, W, L, T. You can do this 8 to 10 times and you can really feel the benefit in your back. That's one thing you can do. If you have any equipment, what I would recommend is a string. It can be a string like this. This is a Dynaband, but it could be anything. It could be a dog leash, it could be a belt, it could even be a towel. Anything you have around the house. If you feel that you've progressed a little bit from exercising without anything, what you can do is you can use this band here, just hold it at your hip here, around hip width apart here. Then you work all the way up here. Come on up, and then as you start exercising your back here, you can really feel how your chest is opening here, and your chest is opening here, and your upper back is strengthening. And you want to do this so that your hands are in the same position all the time, so you don't want to be out of sync here. So arms down at the same rate here, up and down slowly here. Don't rush the exercise. Just take 1, 2, 3, count of 4 here, and then 1, 2, 3, and then make sure as well that as you're doing this, you're not pushing your head forward. You're pushing your chin in, pulling your chin in here, and the string is pulling in your head. You're nice and tall, strong core, and come on down. This is a brilliant way of exercising your upper back with not much equipment. Another thing you can do when you feel that your mobility is starting to increase and your upper back is starting to strengthen, you start again maybe a little bit more than hip width apart here with your hands here. Come on up. Again, you need your hands completely synchronized the whole time. Come on down. Now take your time on doing this, because depending on your strength and your mobility, you want to come down, and this really opens up your chest and works wonders for your upper back here. Come on down all the way. You see it from the side here. Slowly as you can, as controlled as you can. You feel that you need a little bit more space. Come on down. It looks easy, but it's actually really great workout for your upper back and for opening up your chest. Another one is you can stand here in this position here, and this actually completely locks you into a really good posture, and you don't really actually need to do much for it. You actually just hold the elastic band or the dog leash or the towel or whatever you have. You can see how my chest is up, and I can really breathe completely freely here. My shoulder blades are quite squeezed together, but they're not locked in together, they're just activated here. And my spine is long, and do a little bit of a twist here to just get used to this position here. Another one you can do to strengthen your upper back is holding on to the band here, just 10 or 15 centimeters between your hands here. Slightly pull until you can feel that your shoulder blades are working towards each other, and release. So take 1 or 2 seconds to go one way, 1 or 2 seconds to go one way, or even count 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Another great way to strengthen your upper back. The last one I want to show you with the Dynabands here is, I call this the archery. So basically you just hold on to the band here like this. Just imagine that you have a bow and arrow here, and then keep your elbows up high and you pull here. And again, take a few seconds to go one way, a few seconds to go the other way, because remember, this is the concentric way of exercising your muscles getting shorter here. And this one is your muscles getting longer here, the eccentric way. So you want both part of the exercise here. I'll show you on the other side as well. Arching here on the other side here. So elbows up high and pull. And The last one I want to show you here is a little bit the same one as the other one, where you're actually forced into a really good posture with using a strap or a band. So basically you stand hip width apart here, as tall as you can here. The string is pulling your head, chin tucked in. So if you can see here, my knuckles are pointing forward here. So what I do is I just twist forward here. So twist forward with one hand, twist forward with the other hand, stand up tall, and you can really feel how your body is actually forced into place here. Take a few deep breaths in and see from the side how my chest is really open up here. My spine is long and my upper back is activated here. So what you can do while you're in this position, you can just get a few stretches in while you're in this position here. Now you can look up into the ceiling, get a nice long stretch there. From your chin to your belly button here, nice long stretch here. As you're just standing in this really good position here. Great. So that's the thing you can do with the band. Another thing you need to do when you want to improve your posture, you need to strengthen your core. So you can use any surface here, or a mat is fine as well. So basically you come in to a plank. The plank is one of the best and most efficient ways of actually strengthening your core. So you just want to make sure that you're not pushing your body up or hanging down like a hammock here. You want to think, if you have a mirror next to you, just try and see if you can check out that there's a long straight line from the crown of your head to your heels here. So you're nice and straight here. And then get your breathing going here. Deep breaths in and out. So you can do either the high plank or the low plank, depending on your preference. So do about 8 to 10 circles of breathing here. When you've done that, you open up your hands slightly. Take a big step, so your hands are just on either side of your foot here. Then you start rocking back and forth. So you actually get that stretch I was talking about earlier. So you get that stretch on your hamstrings and on your hip flexor. Hamstrings and hip flexor. There. And there. So you really lengthen your front leg here and push your heel down. So if you have the time, try and hold each stretch for about 15 to 20 seconds. And in between, you come on into either high or low plank. And keep your breathing going here. 20 to 30 seconds, and then it's time for the opposite side here. Big step in between your hands here, and then you can roll back and forth, pushing your heel into the mat and lengthen your front leg there. And then you come into the plank again. Hold it for 10 circles of breathing, or 20 to 30 seconds. Then you walk back and roll up. Get a bit of blood flow to your shoulders, and there you have it. So to correct your posture, you can use the wall for your sort of beginner exercises. You can do the free exercises. You can do the band or the dog leash or the towel, whatever you have, and just a flat surface on the mat. So if you combine these three things, I guarantee you that you will get better posture, alleviate any aches and pains you might have, and hopefully have a straight and taller body. Thank you very much. This was Mia from Sivo Health.